Good evening everyone, my name is Elsie Normington and I want to give you a very warm welcome tonight to this community sing-along session called Singing for Pleasure. And we normally meet in the Merkinch Community Centre here in Inverness in the Highlands of Scotland. But we're now at week 40 of our closure. Imagine that, week 40 we've been closed. And so each week we have a lovely community sing-along online for all our members and anybody else that wants to join in with a good old-fashioned sing-along. So I'm Elsie Normington and this is my chord keyboard, my dear friend, and I do all my own arrangements on the chord keyboard. So we're going to start off with a wee warm-up there. We've got a few folks coming on. There's Phyllis and Kate. Good to see you ladies, lovely to see you logging in. So we'll start with a wee warm-up. Here we go. La 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 la. Come on now, join in with me. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Well, there we go. That was our wee warm-up and it's great to see several other people watching. And oh, I'm seeing Norman there. That's good you've made it, Norman. And I see Anne McSween. Wonderful. Anne's got her phone all sussed out. So it's great to see you online with us, Anne. So welcome. It's just super. And there's Cindy. Good evening, Cindy. It's nice to see you. I'm looking for happy smiles from you tonight. Now then, we're going to start with a fantastic classic song. You'll all know this one. This is a great song, and this was written way back in 1976 actually for a musical called Scraps. However, in 1988, our dear singer Cliff Richard, everybody enjoys listening to Cliff, he decided that he would record this song and he changed some of the lyrics and of course it became a #1 hit. Mistletoe and Wine. Here we go. Mistletoe and Wine. So let's give it all we've got. And maybe in the chorus, you know, we can be waving like this. Here we go. Dreams a time to rejoice in the good that we see. Well, that's a lovely song, isn't it? Mistletoe and wine. And you know, it's quite a difficult task for me to work out the programme every week because there's so many lovely Christmas songs and we want to have a go at them all. So it's trying to make it different every week so that you get a go at all these great old classics. So that was Mistletoe and Wine. Now then, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who took part in our virtual Christmas concert. If you've not watched it, I would encourage you to have a look at it. It's on our Facebook page and on the YouTube channel, and a lot of effort went into making a wee concert because normally we have a big concert every year in the community centre, and this year we had one online. So if you watched it, I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you could write a wee comment on the Facebook page if you watched it, and a big thank you to everybody who took part in it. Now then, next up we're going to do a great song. It was On a Starry Night. Now then, this song was written by Joy Webb, and of course Joy Webb is very famous for the Salvation Army. She set up a pop band called the Joy Strings and she wrote a lot of songs, and this was one of the songs she wrote. It was on a starry night. Here we go. Lovely wee number, isn't it? And it just reminds us about the story of the Starry Night and the shepherds, and the whole story of when the shepherds were visited by this angelic choir, and all the angels sang for him, the bells of heaven rang for him, for a boy was born. It's not just absolutely wonderful that heaven was singing to them, and you know, heaven is singing to us tonight as well, because as we believe in Jesus, then we can receive that joy in our hearts as well. So there we go, that was a nice wee song. Now then, I want to also mention that we've got another drive-in event this Saturday. Now, we had a drive-in event last Saturday at Smithton Church, and it was great. It was a fundraiser for the Haven, and we raised £812, which was a great amount, and we sang all our favourite carols. So this Saturday, we're doing another drive-in, and it's going to be down at the Cally Thistle car park, the South car park, and it will be 2 o'clock. Now, it's only for about 35-40 minutes at the very longest, and the programme will be a bit different from last week, so you get a chance to sing some other carols, and I hope you'll come along, bring friends with you, and you can be there at your car singing all these lovely carols as we enjoy the wonder and the rejoicing of the Christmas story. So now we're going to sing a song that was written in 1962. Do You Hear What I Hear? It was written by a couple, Regnie and Shane, and they wrote this. However, it was made really famous the next year by Bing Crosby in 1963. Do you hear what I hear?
Said the night wind to the little lamb, do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little lamb, do you see what I see? A star, dancing in the night with a tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite. Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? Ringing through the sky, shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? A song, high above the tree, with a voice as big as the sea, with a voice as big as the sea. Said the shepherd boy to the mighty king, do you know what I know? In your palace warm, mighty king, do you know what I know? A child shivers in the cold, let us bring him silver and gold, let us bring him silver and gold. Said the king to the people everywhere, listen to what I say. Pray for peace, people everywhere, listen to what I say. The child, sleeping in the night, he will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us goodness and light.
Well, there we go. That was lovely. A nice modern twist on the Christmas story. He will bring us goodness and light, and how important it is to focus on these positive things at this time in our society, isn't it? Now then, okay, So next up we're going to go back in time again, way back to 1865, and this is a really famous tune. It's the tune of Greensleeves, which is an English folk song, but this lovely little carol was written by William Dix in 1865. What child is this? So if you're following in your book, sorry I don't have the numbers tonight, but it's just near the end. What child is this? And it's to the tune of Greensleeves. So even if you don't know the words, you'll be able to sing along and la along to the tune.
What child is this who laid to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping, whom angels greet with anthems sweet, while shepherds watch are keeping? This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the Son of Mary. Why lies he in such mean estate, where ox and ass are feeding? Good Christian, fear for sinners near, the silent word is pleading. This is Christ the King, whom angels guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the Son of Mary. So bring him incense, gold and myrrh, come peasant kind to own him, the King of kings, salvation brings. Let's loving hearts enthrone him. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the Son of Mary, the babe, the Son of Mary.
There we go. It's a lovely melody, that Greensleeves, isn't it? It's a really nice piece, and very nice words as well, just reminding us again of the Christmas story. Now then, I hope you've all got your Christmas trees up now. What date is this? The 15th of December, so I'm sure most of us have all got our Christmas trees up and your wee lights going, and it's a really nice time, isn't it, to have your houses decorated and also to see the lights outside in shops and streets and so on. And so this song that we're going to sing is about the Christmas tree, and it was actually written originally as a German song by a man called Ernst Anschutz in 1824, and it was called O Tannenbaum, which stands for O Fir Tree. But then of course it was translated and became an English carol as well, O Christmas Tree. So we're going to have a go at this one, which again has a lovely sentiment. Here we go.
Oh Christmas tree, with faithful leaves unchanging. Oh Christmas tree, with faithful leaves unchanging. Not only green in summer season, Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, of all the trees most lovely. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, of all the trees most lovely. Each year you bring to me delight, gleaming in the Christmas night. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, of all the trees most lovely. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, your leaves will teach me also. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, your leaves will teach me also that hope and love and faithfulness are precious things that I possess. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, your leaves will teach me also.
So it's a really nice line, that, isn't it? Your leaves will teach me also that hope and love and faithfulness are precious things I can possess. And how we all need to practice that, don't we? The whole thing of hope and love and faithfulness. It's important to keep your hope right now, even although we're getting all these messages on the news. Keep hold of hope. It's so important to feed your heart and stay positive. And then to love. It's a great thing to love. As we love others, it comes back to us and it goes round and round. Such a good thing to love. And of course, just that sense of faithfulness. And I hope that you've sensed that faithfulness with Singing for Pleasure, that we want to keep it going. Keep supporting one another. Keep encouraging one another, because I know a lot of you already do that. Now then, okay, we're coming near the end of our wee show. And we're going to do now O Holy Night. Now, I know that O Holy Night is a great song. It's a great favourite. And we normally always sing this in our Christmas concert. Usually it was my sister Elizabeth and I sang it. And this year, Liz and Richard sang it as a duet on our virtual concert. And they made a lovely job of it. I'm sure you'll agree. However, I thought I would put this in for tonight, give you a chance to sing it as well. So this was written a way back, originally as a French poem, which is really interesting. And then a man called Adolphe Adam, a Frenchman, he then wrote the music to it. And that year, 1847, it was premiered by an opera singer called Emily Laurie. And she sang it in France in a town called Roquemaure. Don't know if that's the right pronunciation or not. But there you go. It goes way back to 1847. O Holy Night. Here we go. Sorry, I don't think this is quite right. So just get this. Here we go. That's it. We'll start again. Here we go.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of the dear Saviour's birth. Long lay the world in sin and death. light of the stars sweetly gleaming, here came the wise men from the Orient land. A King of Kings lay thus in holy manger, in all our trials, born to be our friend. He knows our need. He guarded us from danger. Behold, your King, before him bend. Behold, your King, before him lowly bend.
Well, there we go. That's just a great song, Oh Holy Night, and I hope you enjoyed singing along on that song. Now tonight we've got a Zoom meeting for the Singing for Pleasure members, so you'll be welcome to come on to that once we're finished the session. But in the meantime, we want to wish you all the best in the meantime as we get ready for Christmas. I will be back next week for our final session before the Christmas holidays, so keep singing all these lovely Christmas songs and do stay positive and look after yourselves. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.